Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to learn about the types of patterns and the types of waves. First, we'll have a look on the types of pattern. There are total 3 types of pattern: AMP patterns, W patterns and HNS patterns. AMP pattern, we have bullish AMP and bearish AMP. In W patterns, we have bullish W, bearish W and the natural W. As you can see with the name bullish and bearish, this bullish W pattern will always form in a bullish trend. The bearish W pattern will form in a bearish trend. Bearish AMP pattern will form in a bearish trend, and the bullish AMP will form in a bullish trend. The natural W pattern. The natural W pattern will form in a consolidation. As you have already seen my another video about the trends, I have mentioned that this is a consolidation trade or sideways or a ranging market. So the natural W pattern will form in a consolidation. Moving to the next pattern, that is HNS. There are 2 types of HNS. One is a regular HNS and another one is a inverse HNS. HNS means what? Head and shoulder pattern. There are 2 shoulders and 1 head in both the patterns. Left shoulder in HNS, left shoulder will be always higher than the right shoulder. And as I have written down here is, when this pattern will form, it will indicate that it is a start of bearish trend from the bullish trend. You can see that, just imagine that this trend is going in a bullish, and after forming or completion of a right shoulder, it will start with the bearish trend. Vice versa for the inverse HNS. Inverse HNS also have 2 shoulders and 1 head. Here, left shoulder will be lower than the right shoulder, and in HNS, left shoulder will be higher than the right shoulder. This is the difference between these 2 patterns. And when this inverse HNS pattern forms, it indicates that it's a start of a bullish trend from the bearish trend. You can imagine that the market is coming from this side in a downtrend, and when this pattern forms, it indicates that the trend is changing from bearish trend to the bullish trend. So just guys, remember this: whenever you can find these patterns, trade accordingly. Now moving to next topic is waves. There are 2 types of waves. One is a correction wave and another one is a impulsive wave. But before going in detail with the waves, let's see, can you see the patterns which we have learned just few minutes back? You can see a bullish AMP and bullish W pattern, because this is a bullish trend. At the same time, when this trend change from bullish to bearish, we can see that the head and shoulder pattern, because the left shoulder is higher than the right shoulder. So change in a trend from bullish trend to the bearish trend. And in this bearish trend, we can see a bearish W as well as the bearish AMP. So this is how it exactly looks on a chart. Now let's focus on the waves. As I said, there are 2 types of waves. First one is a impulsive wave and another one is a correction wave. As you can see, this is a bullish trend. In bullish trend, the wave which is going with the trend, that means if market is uptrend, that means the wave which is going in upside, it is called as a impulsive wave. You can see this white lines indicates the impulsive wave, and the yellow lines which are going in a downside, that means against the trend, will indicate an correction wave. Same for this. All these yellow lines in a bullish trend are correction waves. And now we'll check with the bearish trend. These yellow lines are correction wave which are going against the trend, and this wave which is going with the trend is known as a impulsive wave. All these white lines we can see are going in a downtrend because this is a bearish trend. So in bearish trend, which lines are going in a downward side are known as a impulsive wave, and the correction waves are going against the trend, that means going in a upside direction, are known as a correction wave. So that's how we find out the waves, impulsive wave and correction wave. That's it for now. Thank you so much, guys.